Good morning, students. Today we are starting with the new chapter, that is linear inequations. So dear students, in the previous videos we have learned about the linear equations. Okay. So basically whatever we have learned in the linear equation, in that equation means what? The equal to sign. That means the LHS and RHS are equal in the equation. It contains the equal to sign between the LHS and RHS. That is called as equations. And the linear equations also we have learned. So linear equations means what? The equations with degree 1. That means the variable will have the highest power as 1. So we have learned the linear equations in the previous chapter. Now in this chapter we are going to learn about the linear inequations. So basically inequations means the mathematical statement in which the LHS and RHS are not equal. Okay. So not equal means what? Whether it is greater or it is less. For example, so this inequation are a statement which says that one thing is not equal to other. Okay. That means either it is greater or lesser is called as inequations. Got it? Then example is here, x is less than 12, x is greater than 15. Okay. And similarly here also the linear inequation. Linear means what? The degree of the inequation must be 1. That means highest power of the variable should be 1. Okay. So all of you understood about the inequations. If the equal to sign is replaced by greater than or less than, then it becomes the inequations. Okay. Then there are the connecting verbs that we are going to use in our chapter. The linear, the symbols equals to, not equals to, less than, greater than are called connecting verbs. Okay. The first symbol represent less than, second symbol represent greater than, third symbol is less than or equal to, since there is the equal to sign below this, and it is greater than, equal to. Okay. These are the connecting verbs. Next are the examples of linear inequations. See, the variable is x in each case. Variable is x and the power of the x is 1. So that means highest power of the variable is 1. So we can call it as linear inequation. Why it is inequation? Because it consists of greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to signs. Okay. So we can call it as linear inequations. Linear means what? The degree of the inequation is 1. And this a and b are the numbers we can say, or we can say any constant term. Okay. These are the formats of linear inequations. Now, for any linear inequation in X, the set from which the value of variable X is chosen is called the replacement set, or we can also call it as universal set. Okay. Then we can understand this by taking some examples. Another thing is a set of element of the replacement set which satisfy the given inequation is called the solution set. Okay. So let us understand these two things, replacement set and the solution set, by taking some examples. For example, suppose this is the inequation given to us. X is greater than 6. Value of x is less than 6. It is less than sign. X is less than 6. And in the question already the replacement set is provided to us. 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. This is the replacement set, or it is also called as the universal set. Okay. Now what is our condition? X is less than 6. From this equation It is the universal set. Already we have learned the universal set in our set chapter, which contains everything. So we will find out the elements which is greater than 6 from the universal set. Sorry, less than 6 from universal set. Greater than 6. So which one is greater than 6? 8 and 10. Only the two elements are greater than 6. Got it? Understood the meaning of the replacement set? Actually it is the universal set, and from this universal set we have to select the elements which satisfy the condition of our inequation. Okay, so greater than 6, which is 8 and 10. So 8 and 10 are our solution set. Another example, if replacement set is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11. This is our replacement set given in our question, and we want to select the element which is greater than 6. So which elements are greater than 6? 7, 9 and 11. So 7, 9 and 11 is our solution set. Got it? So actually this replacement set will be given in our question, which is our universal set, and from that we have to find out the solution set. Okay. Another question, another example, consider the inequation x is greater than minus 2, and this is the replacement set which will be given in the question. This is the replacement set. Now from this we have to select those elements which are greater than minus 2. So greater than minus 2 are these elements, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So this is the solution set. It is satisfying the condition. Another example is here. The condition in equation is x is less than equal to minus 2. If x is less than equal to minus 2, then minus 2 is also included, because here is the equal to sign. So from this replacement set we have to select those elements which is less than equal to minus 2. So less than equal to minus 2 means these are the elements which is less than minus 2, and since here is the equal to sign, we have to include minus 2 also in our solution set. Got it? Now let us understand how to solve these inequations by understanding the properties. The properties are very important for this. First property, adding the same number to each side of the inequation does not change the sign of inequality. Does not change the sign of inequality means if it is a greater than sign, if A is greater than B, then after addition of same number in both sides, suppose C is one of the number, we added this C in both of the side, the equality sign remains same, the inequality sign remains same. If it is greater than, then it also remains greater than. Similarly, if it is less than, by addition of any number in both sides, same numbers in both sides, the sign of inequality remains same. This is the sign of inequality, less than. So here also it is less than. So there is some example. If 8 is greater than 5, if 13 is added in both sides, then also it will remain greater sign. Similarly, if 8 is greater than 5 and we added minus 3 in both sides, the sign will remain, sign of inequality will remain same. Okay. Similarly, it is applicable for the subtraction also. When we subtract the same number from both sides, again the sign of inequality remains unchanged. Okay. Let us take one example. If A and B, if A is greater than B, then by subtracting C from both sides, the sign of inequality remains same. Similarly, greater than sign is here. If C is subtracted from both sides, the greater than, the sign will remain same. If it is less than, it is also remains less than. Okay. Everyone understood till here? Another example is here. If 13 is greater than 8 and subtracted 5 from both sides, see, greater than means inequality sign remains same. If it is less than, 8 is less than 15, then minus 3 from both sides, then inequality remains same. Understood till here? Means if we added the same number in both sides, inequality sign remains same. Also, if we subtract the same numbers from both sides, the inequality sign remains same. Okay. Now, third property is here. If we multiply both sides of the inequations with a positive number, any positive number, then does not change the sign of inequality. It will not change the sign of inequality by multiplying both sides by positive number. If C is any positive number and we multiplied both sides by C, the inequality sign remains same. Similarly, in the next case, if X is less than B and we multiplied with C in both sides and C is the positive number, then the inequality sign remains same. Okay, for example, if 15 is greater than 7, we are multiplying with positive 3 in both sides, the inequality sign remains same. Greater than, so here is also greater than. Greater than, here is also greater than. Okay, so till now we have learned about the addition, subtraction and multiplication with the positive sign. Got it? Now, little bit different. Suppose we are multiplying each side of the inequation by the negative number. Now the sign changed. Okay, if we are multiplying both sides by any negative number, the inequality sign gets changed. For example, if A is greater than B and C is any negative number, then by multiplying this negative number in both sides, the inequality sign changed. Here it is greater than, after multiplying with minus number or any C is a negative number, C, it changes. Means here is it is greater than and it is less than. Okay, so it happens only for negative number. If we are multiplying with the negative number, the inequality sign changes. Okay, for example, suppose, see, there is one, these are the properties that we have learned. First three properties already we have completed. Now in the fourth property, what they are saying, if multiplication in both sides with the negative number, then the reverse sign of inequality. Means if A is greater than B and C is any negative number, then multiplying with C in both sides, see this inequality sign, here it is greater than, it becomes less than after multiplying with the negative sign. Okay, similarly, if A is less than B and C is any negative number, then multiplication of multiplying by C in both sides, the sign get change. Here it is less than, here it is greater than. For example, is 15 is greater than 9, then by multiplying with minus 4 in both sides, the greater than sign will become less than sign. Okay, similarly, if 16 is less than 11, by multiplying both sides with minus 5, this less than sign will become greater than sign. Okay, and also by dividing each of the inequation by any positive number, the sign remains same. It is greater than, if A is greater than B and we are dividing with the positive C, the sign remains same. And also if we A is less than B, dividing by C in both sides, less than will remain less than. Okay, then 14 is greater than 9, dividing by 5, it will remain same. Less than, greater than, greater than, less than, less than with the positive. But when we divide it by any negative number in both of the side, the sign of inequality get reverse. Means it is greater than, after dividing with C, which is a negative number, it becomes less than. Means from this what we understand, only the sign get reverse if we are multiplying with any negative number or if we are dividing with the negative number. Only remember this thing. In all the other cases, the sign will remain same. Okay, only for the division with the negative number and multiplying with the negative number, the inequality sign get reversed. Otherwise, for all the positive numbers where addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, for all the positive numbers, the inequality sign will remain same. And for negative numbers only, when we are multiplying or when we are dividing, only in the case of multiplication and division with the negative numbers, the inequality sign get changes. Remember this thing. Changes means it get reverse. Okay.